Welcome. I've been running off my mouth all day, doing all kinds of different little things. Um, what am I going to do next? Is talk about the internet. I was listening to many people who were disgusted in the internet service in various parts around North America, Illinois, Iowa. But I'm here like 30 miles from a big city. And the internet service I am can't bring me more than one upload and 0.08 download, which apparently many people have told me is terrible. Where is everything going? Why can't they do better? Because the lines are being intercepted and used for something else. That's all. It's pretty simple, isn't it? Let's simplify things another way. Here is the window. Here's the latch. You open the window, it's half and half. When you put the window up, it is together. You see through the same window. But there's two window panes. AIN, artificial neutralization, intelligence, which means taking, crisscrossing over to the other side. Arizona, NA. There's two ways to make the A. When the N gets to the top, you can either dot it, right, which would make it an I, or bring it down here, make a leg to make it an A. Or you can start from the bottom, what I do with most of my letters, and you can create this A, an extending A to go from one side to the other side, which is just like a continuation of the N. Except this is the center of the N, this is the center going straight up, this is going from left to right. Here is the R letter on the top. The R letter stops here. It's actually, I call it the Snoopy or the rabbit, and it connects to the I. At the same time, the bottom part of the R can be brought up, and you can have your, whatever you want to call, 45 angle for the A. If you did it the other way, the A would go on top of the R, turning the R into a P, and having ARPI, as in pie. So everything like this is even the dog. Put an I over here, an ear up here. Why can we put an ear? Because the letter N's over here. Usually the N is used to cross over, and the Z, the separation of the bricks or the letters. When we put this over here, the R, it's an F and a 5 and 6. The letter F comes together, creates the R. 666, 555 creates the gold within, which is O on top of the R. Would you like to talk about 1/4? Back to the window again. 9 lives gets the cat. 1, 2. You see where 8 comes together because it's 1 and 2, and it's 2 and 1. 2 for 1 and 2 for 1. It's an exchange. 8 here, 8 here, 8 here, and 8 here. This is the separation between your legs. If we take a deeper look, the center of this is 4 blocks. 1 block here, 1 block here, 1 block here, 1 block here, plus the separation, which are all the little whiskers on the 9 lives of the cat. 4 corners and 4 corners. 4 and 4 is 8, making the whiskers of the cat. The doghouse, which is the split in the window pane, which is one part of the window. One part of the window, one part of the window, one part of the window. The Red Cross, the Blue Cross, Sweden, Quebec, linking it to blue Israel and blue Greece, which writes from the other side, the Greece from behind, and it's all Chinese upside down to me. See the way we bring this to this side, we bring this to this side, and then we create what I call the duck. Here's the duck's beak, 1 corner, and the head, 2 corners. Hind leg, hind quarters of the dog, if you want to speak, because the dog sits in the quarter inside the doghouse, which has the roof on top, which is basically the A letter over the O letter. I'll show you on the other page. Okay, A over O. You see this over here? These legs would come out supporting the A inside the square. Let's not talk. I didn't say that. So this over here would be one part, one part, one part, one part. This is the separation, which is the 2, 4, 6, 8. This is the window that set the line. You know those crisscross lines in the window? This is the big one, and this is the small one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is this a whole window? We'll call this the whole window here, and we'll lift it up. It's on this side, and it's on this side, but this side connects to this side. This window splits in 4. This window splits in 4. This window splits in 4. This window splits in 4 is 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 because it's on the line. 21 is in the middle. When you get 22, you broke the window. You're on out. 6F, 5V, or Roman numeral or number in F. 22 and 5, 7, 27 red, 11. Plus Jack. The V says Jack. The R says King. In blackjack, it's 10. Plus 11 is 21. We bust out? No. We stop pulling on 17. 1 and 7 equals 8. And it's in between two sides of the window, or the bet we make in roulette. The 9 lives of the cat sits right here. In the doghouse. Talking about hind quarters, or 1/4 of the total window seal. Just imagine there's one line in here, just like we have over here. The line would be 1. The outsides would be 1. We'd have 4 one way, 4 the other way. 1 in the center is 9. The quarters, or broken up the window into quarters. Just breaking up the totality of the window, or the 4 parts of one window, in which this is not movable and these are, only to up, where everything comes together. Then we'd have 4 and 8 instead of 16. So what I'm going to do right now is tell you that the quarters in quarters is 25 by 25 is 625. It's 1/4. 41 times 625 is 25 625, or 5,125 of the Mayan count, of the 1/5 count that they always count, because the Mayan count counts for 1/5 all the time, and they count for the horse race. And the horse races count for 1/5 of a second. And usually a mile is run in 1 minute and 38 seconds, 6, 1, and 3. Creation of the touchdown. Half a field. One team versus the other team. They both want the whole field, but they call it my side and your side when there's no sides at all, other than you and me. Tell me I'm wrong or tell me something different. It's regardless. The difference between 10.25, half of this, is 5.125. Where do we get this over here? Why do we get 10.25? Well, I get it from number 41. Because when you have 40 quarters in a roll, it gives you $10. One more quarter gives you 10 1/4. If you break that into $5, okay, you get half of that and you get 5125. But if you get 5125, you get 105 nickels, which is the hand of God. 70 plus 35, which runs through Kansas City. 35 runs down into Texas and then over towards Arizona. 35 to the 10. We're at the 35-yard line. The ball was kicked out of bounds. 10 yards to go. 1st and 10. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. There's just so many little things. So many little things. I doubled up on the O in this word. I put a hat on the top. I put a hat on the bottom. I put it on the O. I didn't put it on the inside. What does it look like to you? Is it pointers this way and that way? Here's Arizona. A, R. You see the way the arc comes over here? I, Z, O, and A. What I did is I did Arizona with 2 squares by 2 squares, and I did it by 2 squares by 4 squares, making the A come up higher and the line be here, making the R go around bigger. But where does the R come in? I go up, I go out here with the R, and I come back in the first R, but the second R, I come all the way out to here. Excuse me, let me see this again. A, oh yes, R is over here. The first R is up here, which looks like a K. Okay, you see I came in, I came to the point, I came in, I came back. If I did that twice, but R above R, I would actually get the B letter. We're not going to talk about that right now. You see what happens in here, this design over here? I'm not sure what that is. I don't know what that is, but I can tell you the I is here. Now I colored this in too much and I messed up the design. So I know it's not going to go much further than when I spoke. Is there anything else in here? It's just so many things about Arizona being so close to Las Vegas. You know, it's just, 15 is 6, 26 is 8, 686, 500, 100, 50, 10, 5, and 1. 10, 5, excuse me. 150 plus 20 is 170. Plus 500. The 500, let's start over again. $500, $100 is $600. Plus 50 is 650. Plus 20 is 670. Plus 10 is 680. Plus 5 plus 1. 686. 686 is right here. That's the number of monies there is in Monopoly. Arizona, 1 and 18 is 19. Okay, plus the A is in the one family. That's 20. N and R, okay? N is your DNA. A, DNA, the Dan 14 and 1 is 15. This is 19 and 15 is 34. 3 and 4, O-N-E, Neil Anderson, ozone, sun, moon, and everything is connected to the dry scout of Arizona. Did I say dry stout of Arizona? Raphael 7286. Thank you.